Hey again, welcome to Mill Creek Range. This is Benji Abbott. Well, I am actually not on the range today. I'm on a little work trip, and I stopped by Fort Smith, Arkansas. Always wanted to stop by here, so I figured I'd stop by and pay the place a visit, see what I could see on this quick trip out to Oklahoma City. So I figured I'd stop by and catch in a few of the sights. See what we can see. Okay, well, this here is the barracks, courthouse, looks like jail. Over there is the gallows. Well, here's the building structure. Pretty interesting. This building is apparently was built in the 1890s. First as military barracks, it was later converted for use as courthouse and jail. Over time, its appearance changed to accommodate different needs of the people using it. Okay, here's the like the first original barracks in 1865. Then 1880, you got the courthouse. Then 88, you have the courthouse and the second jail. So looks like this may be that latter portion there. Okay, moving on. Here we're walking into the gallows. Interesting. Here's the executions at Fort Smith. This is during 24 years that federal executions took place in Fort Smith. 87 men died on the gallows, while Judge Isaac C. Parker sat on the bench. 160, including 4 women, were sentenced to hang. Just over half received a reprieve from execution through pardons. Interesting. Here's some of the people. Looks like some of them may have been Indians due to their name, like Young Wolf. $1879, 81, 82. The executioner over half of the Fort Smith hangings. Like a jolly old feller to me. The gallows. Judge Isaac Parker. Had to have been interesting times. Had to come under them, look at the trap door mechanisms. Right there. Interesting. Well, it looks like fixing to cross over from Arkansas into Indian Territory. This was Indian Territory from 1834 to 1907. Check out the map. That line on the sidewalk behind me here represents the 1834 boundary between Indian Territory and Arkansas. Basically, Indian Territory was defined as the unsettled land west of the Mississippi River, not including states or previously organized territories. Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll see what we can see. So apparently up here is the first site of the first Fort Smith. There's supposed to be a statue up here of Mr. Bass Reeves. I'm wanting to find a gentleman I know off of Facebook. Bass Reeves was his relative. So he actually has some of the firearms of Bass Reeves. So I definitely would like to go and find it and take a picture. Nice place though. Okay, go explore a little bit of it before I have to get back on the road to OKC for work. Overlooking the river out in there. We got the Western Frontier. On up over here, we have establishment of Fort Smith off of the Arkansas River. And then, who served here? A lot of squirrels playing around here today. Okay. Apparently this is a rendition of the original fort. 5 years to build, then abandoned it. That's exactly what the first Fort Smith soldiers did. They quarried rock and shaped logs to build the fort by hand, completing it in 1824. Then they were reassigned to repeat the progress again at Fort Gibson in Oklahoma. After it was abandoned, basically it was lost to time where it would remain for over 120 years until its discovery by archaeologists in 1958. I believe that's going to be, the stone structure there is probably that area. This is the side of the officers' quarters, or was. Here's the description of it. Apparently there was a cistern here. Now on to try to find Mr. Bass Reeves. Real nice place though. I'd say if you have opportunity, definitely come and pay Fort Smith a visit. Definitely like to have more time around, but I have to make it pretty quick. Get out of here today, head on to OKC. Here's the Flagstaff. $1846. There it is. Officer's garden. Had to have food, fresh vegetables. See if these people here can direct me to the location of the statue. A little bit of a Civil War history. And the fort was taken over by the Confederates. April 23rd, 1861. Well, I guess they had to have a women's jail. You know how the women are, they get rowdy at times. So there must be the foundation of the old women's jail. So they committed the same crimes as men in the Indian Territory, ranging from the illegal sale of whiskey to murder. They received the same sentences, fines, jail time, or death by hanging. From 73 to 74, the guardhouse also briefly functioned as death row by holding the men condemned to die on the gallows. And I found it. Here it is. Sorry for the road noise, but it's right on the side of the street. Bass Reeves. U.S. Deputy Marshal Bass Reeves, to be exact. His dog. Monument here. Instrumental helping tame this part of the West. Another shot. Plaque on the front. U.S. Deputy Marshal Bass Reeves into the territories. Lawman on the western frontier. If you haven't ever read the story of them, you need to read it. Definitely need to read it. Well, that's going to wrap up my Fort Smith visit. I got to get back on the road to OKC, get there by this evening for work Tuesday and Wednesday, then head back home, be back home on Thursday then. So, hope y'all enjoyed the little tour. Figured I'd just throw in a little bit of extra since I was up on the road. And yeah, get a chance, stop by Fort Smith, downtown, historic district, and pay it a visit. And I'm sure I hope to be back at some point in time and be able to spend more time here and catch up on a little bit more of our history. So, okay, well, Mill Creek Range out. Keep your powder dry. Y'all have a great week, and we'll catch you on down the trail some other time. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.